Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the technical analysis, I just wanted to point out that this is what Trey from Trey's Trades, this is what he looks like as he's ratioing me on almost every tweet that I put out. So, um, can somebody take this GIF and put Trey's head on it? I just want to see what that looks like. All right. So let's get into the technical analysis. All right. So yesterday in the update, we talked about how we were going to be expecting some pretty short-term upside for AMC. And in the coming week or so, we should be seeing some pretty aggressive price action to the upside. I'm projecting that this is going to be kind of the movement that gets us into that $50-ish range, maybe even a little bit above it in our larger accumulation. So we'll talk about that. But first, let me just talk about this price action here, which is the price action from today. November 22nd. We'll just zoom in here. So obviously we had this gap up, and I actually tweeted right when this happened, or while this was happening, right before market was opening. I was like, it'd be nice if we could get this this gap, not leave a gap back here, because I was projecting a break up and out of this this bearish trend line here. And so if we gap up before then, not all gaps have to be filled, but it would make it kind of seem like it was going to get filled. And I know that yesterday we talked about the Wyckoff accumulation that was occurring here. I still think that it's a valid accumulation pattern, which, I mean, in my opinion at this point, pretty much everything is accumulation or distribution in some form or another. And this is, I feel like, accumulation, but we might have been a little early in saying that we were at the end of the accumulation. Or, well, maybe we weren't. Let's see. So we had our sell test, then we had our sell test in phase, our sell test in phase B. This became our trading range. Let me get my rectangle tool here on the short term. And this is the bottom of the trading range here. And to me, it kind of seems like this angular support is kind of behaving as like the support trend, and this became the spring within this trading range because it broke below this bull trend that we had going here. I'll zoom out so you can see it a little bit more clearly. This bull trend from here, and it probably stretches back even further. Yeah, so maybe something like this. If we angle it down like this, it would match up. Somebody said that. Oh yeah. Yeah, if we angle it like this, right? So we just broke below it briefly. You could also call this a spring back here, and then this was a test, however you want to see it. But yeah, so maybe even I prefer that, to be honest with you. So this would be maybe a spring action. This was a test of support. And then we had a sign of strength here, where we broke above the trading range. Then we broke back into the trading range for our backup phase. And then, as you can see here, we broke back above it, and now we're retesting it again. So it's kind of this phase D backup phase that you're seeing now. And I'll just label that for you. So what I'm projecting now, and we haven't had any movement post-market, but what I'm projecting to happen here going into tomorrow is probably you come back down and test this trend here. So this 48... $40 and like 75 cents, maybe even you go a little bit below it. And then you continue this kind of last point of support phase that's going on here until you eventually break out. Let's see what the date would be on that. I know that the market is closed. I'm pretty sure the market is only closed on Thursday, right? Yeah, it's only closed on Thursday. So perhaps what happens is I mean, I know a lot of people were saying that, like, from a narrative perspective, it would make sense if we came down and then we just break out here, have a really big explosion over the course of the next 2 days. And that could totally happen, by the way. Like, I'm not saying it couldn't. But typically, like with AMC, as long as I've been charting it, what it really likes to do is it likes to kind of play into these trend lines on a longer term basis and create these sort of W patterns. I guess you could say, though, that maybe this would be a W pattern, right? So boom, boom, like this. And then that would break above this larger accumulation here. So like I also perceive this as a larger accumulation here. Let's see how I want to do my resistance zone. Yeah, so something like this. And that's the thing about like these accumulation schematics is that like what's really going on is you're in this much larger one, right? Like you're in a much larger accumulation, and the accumulations and distributions are happening on shorter and shorter time frames. Let me put those trend lines back. Actually, hold on. Sorry, I don't want to redraw them because I know that they're good. I want to keep them where they are. So yeah, so actually this one's not very good. I'm lying. I'm lying to you right now. How does it feel to be lied to in a YouTube video? First time? All right. So yeah, so you have your cell climax here, automatic reaction, cell test probably here. Cell test in phase B is how I see this. This is like a automatic reaction in phase B to that cell test. And this is basically just this larger phase B kind of distribution that occurs. Again, like I said yesterday, I think this is a last point of support in phase C. Oh, this is what. Okay, so square root of 9. Thank you. He showed me that you can. Yeah, you can press shift whenever you're using your trend lines, and it makes them straight. So like, oh, it's kind of crazy. Like I feel kind of weird double clicking like that. That's weird. And then so yesterday, thought we came here to watch somebody who knows what they're doing. That's what you're saying right now. It's okay. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. First time. Yeah, so the reason that I was kind of convicted, I mean, shit. I mean, you could say like, okay, so we're operating on under the assumption here that the composite man's in control of the stock, right? So he could do some really weird stuff, dude. He really could here, right? And create this, but I just don't see that being what occurs because I mean, maybe. I mean, but we've already tested this region as support, so I don't see. Let's see if I move it down here. What does that look like? Let me look at the VPVR right quick. I just wanna like just look at it, you know? I just wanna see how I am feeling about this, like going against my own thesis for a second so that then I can better understand. It is a point of control in the accumulation range. That white line kinda is. Cute. This has been the trend line. You know, like that's the thing. Like since let me take this off. Since we have been in this part of the chart, this trend line has been the one that we've gone back and tested multiple times and found support at. Like it's the strongest trend line that we have. And it makes me wonder from a psychological perspective if in order to finish the accumulation, absorb as much supply as possible, the composite man would want to make a move like this. I'm not trying to be like a bear or whatever. Like I know that I'm gonna get shit for this or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just trying to be honest. So, I'm just trying to consider. Let me look at RSI again. See kind of the. Do we have any divergences or anything? Not really. Nothing crazy on the 1 hour at least. Let me look at the daily. Give me a moment here. I'm trying to figure out what I think about this. Everything looks good here, like normal. And then what would this do? I mean, it's kind of hard to project what it would do to RSI. But if it just kind of, if RSI moved down like this, it did kind of roll over here. If it moved down here, maybe something like this. Huh. So what is this timeline then? See, yeah, this puts us to break out in December. Maybe it's not drawn out like this though. Maybe it's like this. I know that yesterday though, we did look at the Elliott triangle. So that would be like this. A, B, E, E. Maybe. Maybe this is what they do. Cuz I know there's all this hype going around. There's like a ton of buzz around AMC right now, like when it comes to a potential move to 50 here in the short term. But this does look kind of interesting though. Maybe it is one more buying opportunity before that push up. I don't know. This is an interesting thing. So we double bottomed here as well. Well, we didn't exactly double bottom it. Well, we did. I mean, that double bottom doesn't have to be like a literal exact double bottom. Let me change the color of this to something that I'm not using already. Teal. At this double bottom here, where does this trend line go? I'm just trying to see if Composite Man's gonna try and pull a fast one on us, because I know the hype is real around this. I mean, regardless, I don't think that I'm doing anything positionally based on this. I mean, like I wouldn't like change anything about my options perspective or anything like that. I mean, it does kind of make sense though. It does kind of make sense for this to happen in a way. Oh, what is this? What is this pattern that we have here? This is like, I can see the comments now. Plan your videos before you edit your videos, dude. Please edit them, guys. I want to watch videos, but I don't want to watch them for long. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a, what is this? Not really anything. This isn't really a pattern. Just like a, yeah, it's like a symmetrical triangle. It's kind of weird, actually. I don't know, man. Dude, I can't. Everybody's gonna be calling me a shill and stuff. I don't really care. I'm just memeing. Guys, this kind of makes sense, man. This kind of makes sense. It does. It does. Maybe, is it an aggressive move down like this? Maybe it is. Oh, dude, I think it is. I think this is what it's gonna be. Okay. Hear me out. Okay. So, is this a fib level on the long term? Look, you guys are seeing me work. I know a lot of you guys like this part of the video where like my brain is just like, wait. Wait. Okay, it's not a fib from here. Is it a fib from here? It's right at like the golden pocket. What about from the jump off point? Okay. I'm not trying to like force a fib. I'm just saying like, I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes of Composite Man and how he justifies this sort of move. Like, that's how I picture him. I picture him. He's sitting there. He's like, yeah. So okay. So if we move down here, is there a Fibonacci level there? Okay. So I mean, you could kind of say that it would be like a bear trap. I mean, yeah, like a bear trappy kind of thing off of the 0.5. Like bears would be like, oh snap, dude, we're going back down to 32 or something. And it would be at like this $36 level, $37, $50 level kind of thing. And then everybody just gets poop. grabbed up and it just breaks out right off of it. If this happens, like, okay, so if we do break down below 40 again significantly, if that happens, by the way, I'm not trying to predict anything, I'm literally just charting, okay? But if we do break down here, I think that this would be that sort of scenario that creates this explosive move up. I think, and also I've been seeing people sharing around. The only reason I pay attention to any fundamental stuff is so that I can kind of fit it into the narrative of the chart, right? The emotions tied to the chart and everything. And so I've been seeing people saying that there are a lot of shares available to borrow. I'm not going to go look for them, by the way. You can go look for yourself, and you let me know in the comments, all right? But I like sticking to the technicals personally. And also I'm too lazy. But maybe these shares to borrow, this could be the final rug pull of shorts. This could be like the last kind of dang it, I just realized I'm kind of the meme right now that everybody makes of me, which is like, oh, we need one more test below 40. And then let's see what this does. Okay, so is this like a long term? Yeah, so this is the one that everybody's looking at, right? Just look at it. This is the optimistic kind of, oh, look, you have this, right? You have this right here. We got to change the color, too much teal. Have this move here, touched, right? We kind of like fought here. We fought here. You could even say like it was rejected here before it was eventually became like the support for our spring up. Man, this is a good kind of like bull trap thing here. This kind of holding high in this region, and then boom, and then maybe how that works is I'm thinking about Thanksgiving too. Like, how does this all play together? Like, Composite Man plans all this stuff out in my head. Okay, this is how I think about Composite Man. So, Composite Dan is a guy that's in my Discord. Shout out to you, dude. Yeah. What if he closed it? That would be interesting if he closed it on like Thanksgiving. It just was right here, or like maybe a little bit below, and it's just like everybody's in max pain, and oh my goodness, and then you open on Friday, and it just like not $70 probably, not like $50 or something like. Oh, I'm gonna get so much crap for this. It's gonna be so funny to read all the tweets and comments about this video. I think this is what's gonna happen, guys. I think this is the final. Let me look on the shorter time frame again. How does this play into my accumulation? Because remember, I was saying, I mean, is this the next kind of, is this a distribution? This might be a distribution. Maybe it's this. Maybe this whole thing is a distribution right here. Holy crap, dude. How does this fit into the, oh no, this would be this. This would be your automatic reaction. This would be up thrust. This would be, dude, this is kind of a sick thesis, dude. I'm not trying to like have the sickest thesis, by the way. I'm just saying like this is great. No one is looking for this right now, man. No one. I don't see anybody, like at least in like the apes, I don't see anybody talking about this sort of move. I'm not trying to be that guy, by the way. Like, oh, I called it. It's not the call. It's not the call, but that's how Composite Man works, man. Like he might even open this MFer up, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah," and then he just does this and freaks everyone out. Apes don't freak out. We buy and hold. I know you're out there. I know someone's doing that right. Like you just said that in your head. Somebody. I don't want to hear it. All right. I don't know, man. This is, I mean, the volume, not the best. Not the best on these pumps up. Dude, this would be a pretty substantial move. Oh, this is the other comment that I'm going to get. You said yesterday, and now you're backtracking, and now you're just saying that you called both. So, again, I don't care about calling the future or whatever. So this is what I'll say. This is what I think is most likely to happen. And then we charge up. This is, in my opinion, what's most likely to happen. I think we go down here. Oh man, controversy. 786 retracement level. 3703. Demoralization. Maybe people are hurting going into Thanksgiving or something, and then on Black Friday it just explodes. Or the opposite. Or he really just like over the course of the next 2 days just absolutely goes at it, and then he turns it into a hype cycle. Like, oh, look at what AMC's doing. It just moved back up so quick. It's crazy, and it just does this, and then that's before Thanksgiving. It doesn't look like you would have enough time to do both moves. I mean, look, again, I'm not here to predict stuff, okay? I'm just trying to think, like, does this make sense in the grand scheme? It kind of does, man. Kind of does. Damn. I really don't like this, by the way. Like, I don't like that I'm coming to this conclusion necessarily, but it is an interesting thesis. I'm totally being that guy right now where, like, everybody's going to be like, oh my God, Dave's being bearish again. Look, I'm long, okay? I'm not shorting it. Holy shit. Leave me alone. Not a shill. I don't work for Citadel. Guy. Playing with charts. This isn't financial advice. I would not, I mean, yeah. I wouldn't make any trading decisions based on a guy that you found on YouTube. You need to do your own research and stuff. That's a terrible idea. Dude, I'm just thinking of it like from a cinematic perspective. Like, what is the most emotional scenario? And I think this could be it. That's what he wants, man. He wants the emotion. All right. I think I'm going to end the video. I've been saying the same thing for the past probably 10 minutes over and over and over again. You're like sitting here like, okay, I get it, dude. I get it. The video was over 10 minutes ago. You just wasted the last 10 minutes of my life. Thanks a lot, dude. I'm going to get the comment. Video ends at 12 minutes and 34 seconds. You're welcome. Or whatever. By the way, whenever I like project those comments, I'm totally just memeing. It's funny to me. This makes sense, guys. So that's it. You can hate me if you want. If you don't like the video, you can smash a dislike. If you like the video, make sure you smash the like button. And also, I have a free Discord community you can join down below. You can follow me on Twitter at David Marino Jr. And until next time, hopefully I don't get ratioed again. All right, you guys take it easy.